Yo, if this is your first time here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. The year 2021, and standard boring white light bulbs are gone. Also, the times you use in normal light switches are behind us. That extra energy used to flick that light switch can be put to much better use, like clicking the subscribe button on my channel. For that click, you get to enjoy my content and support a small creator. Go on, try it. Click smart. That could be my new slogan. Anyway, moving on. In this video, I'm going to run through the best bang for your buck RGB light bulbs. In my opinion, obviously. I'll show you how it works, tell you my thoughts, and leave a link for you to buy it on Amazon in the description. Let's not waste any time. Let's get to it. So, if you haven't seen these or don't own them, it's time to join the lighting revolution. Whether it's for a cool desk setup, or some mood lighting, or just to impress the ladies when Alexa changes the colour when you ask it to.
Somebody stop me!
These bulbs will get you there. There are a ton, but I've personally had these light bulbs for the last 11 months. I've used them every single day, and that's a long time. I'm not even going to look on what it says how long they're meant to last, but they seem to be going strong. None of them have went. I've got about 8 of them in total. None of them have even started fading or went or stopped working or anything like that. So it's a long enough time for you to be buying them to get bang for your buck. They're 20 quid for 2 of them, which on the face of it might seem expensive, but normally you're spending 6 quid on a bulb, I guess, and for the amount of different features that you're getting for them, it's definitely worth it in the long run, and how long they last, to be honest. And anyway, these are well cooler, so anyway, buy them. They hook up to your Wi-Fi through the Smart Life app. The app's alright, it's not brilliant, but it does what you need it to do. You're not buying it for the app anyway, you're buying it for the features, and it works and does what it should. You're normally going to be switching it through anyway. Also, whenever I say I'm going to mute it so that just in case you've got one, it might set off your devices and also mine, so I'll mute it anyway. Oh, and also, if you've looked at the Philips Hue bulbs, bother. If you're that interested in burning the money, I would just buy these for 20 and then burn another 50 quid. They're a ridiculous waste of time. They're not even as bright as these, and the colours are pretty much exactly the same. Fair enough, they're a little bit smaller, but whatever. So this is a little bulb here. These are specifically the Aisirer. I'll give you the title as I like to do because these are always funny. This is the Aisirer Smart Bulb Wi-Fi Light Bulbs B22 Bayonet 2-pack 10 watt 1000 LM upper voice control 90 watt dimmable white and RGB CW color changing light bulb. Works with Google Home, no hub required, energy class A4 plus. They love to put long titles on these things, eh? But yeah, so these are actually the little ones I've got, which are E27 rather than B22, but you can get a whole bunch of different versions of them anyway. The E22 one is just the most common one for your bulbs. That's the Bayonet one, but there are loads. I'll put another couple ones for like the twisty ones and that into the link as well. They're all kind of roughly the same anyway, and they all work through the Smart Life app. They've got a huge ton of colours, some funky animations if you ever decide to use them. I use them because I just have them either purple for the setup or white or dim them, or just kind of depends on what, but you can change them to whatever you want through the app or through. The best thing about them for me though is, although I do like having them colours sometimes, is the ability to dim them. So like if you've been sitting for a long time gaming or that, and you've got them in your main bulbs and in your lamp, you can either switch one off and have the other ones on, just have small lights, just have big lights, or you can dim everything in general, which is quite good if you've been sitting in a bright room for ages and you start to get a bit strain in your eyes after long times of gaming. You can just dim them down slightly. Just ask her to dim them and it will go down a little bit, and that just is quite a cool little feature to have. It's one of the biggest ones for me. And also you can be lazy as hell and you can ask it to turn them off if you've got them in the bedroom without having to get up, press the light switch. But what I thought I'd do is, I've bragged about them enough, I've said how good they are and how you should get them, so I'm not going to have to try and sell them to you because what's the point in that? But I'll just go into the app for a little bit and run through it and show you kind of what it does and what they're like. But yeah, they're not the nicest looking things. They're kind of chunky, but it doesn't really matter. Once you put them in, you forget about them and they just do the changing colours and stuff. So let's jump into the app and have a little look. So this is the Smart Life app. As you can see, I've got lots of devices on this. I've got some smart power strips, my main light, all the lights individually that are up on my main lights, but also this side table lamp, which is the one I'm going to be using for this. So this is currently turned on, as you can see, in a nice sort of white colour just now. When you go into it, you're presented with this here. We're currently in white mode. So obviously what you can do is you can change the brightness as you wish. It'll go up, down, as I was saying before, but how light you want it to be. Then down below, we've got a color mode, which I've currently got set to purple. You can swap this to any color you want. I think they say something like a million colors or whatever. Some of the colors are really nice. Everything is kind of bang on. The color accuracy is quite close to what's on the wheel. You can change the saturation, you can take it out, or you can put it as dark as you want it to be, which is kind of a lot cooler. If you really want it to be dark as anything, you can put that saturation right up, and again, you can change the brightness up or down that way. It's got some scene stuff in here where you can do some flicky stuff like this, which they've got some weird names. One's like reading, which is just a normal soft light. You got one that's meeting, that's kind of orange, which is another weird one. Leisure. soft, which just pulses through them. Got colours, which will just flick between the colours that way, which is quite cool. Colourful, which will just flash. I don't see any need you would ever really need that. Another cool thing about this is you can actually set up a timer. So if you were to set this up for, say, something like 6:43, and you switch it on and say save, at 6:43 it's going to come on to whatever thing you left it on last. So there's your white one, put it up the brightness. You can change the name of it as well if you feel like doing that, and give each of them a name. But yeah, that's kind of what the app looks like. There you go, you've had a look at the app, you've seen what the bulb looks like, and I mean, I can't really see any reason as to why you wouldn't want them anymore. They're a cool thing for any type of gaming setup. If you want to set up any mood lighting, have them in any room in the house, and you can link them up to any of your Alexa devices. And it's just a kind of cool little thing to add to any setup. They go into lamps, like I said before, you can find ones that fit any type of size or kind of screw or bayonet top, and they're kind of the future of smart devices. I'm in the world of setting up everything so that I can do everything from my phone. And the scheduling thing's quite cool as well, because you can set it with your alarm and just make it come on at the same time as your alarm normally would. But yeah, like I said before, I'll leave a link to these in the description below to a few of them, and you can just have a dig about. But if you've got any questions on any of the RGB lights or anything like that, just drop a comment below. I'll get back to all my comments. If you do click the sub button, leave a comment saying I've subbed, and I will get back to every single comment. Don't forget to hit that like button. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.